Previously on the Lupe and Royce show.
Lou, I got to start with this. Your man, his wife, got arrested in my backyard.
Who's man?
El Chapo?
What are you talking
about?
El
Chapo, your good friend, El Chapo's wife,
got
arrested.
Yo, I thought you was talking
Dulles
about
Airport.
I thought you was talking about one of my actual homies. I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Me too.
Have you seen his wife though?
I'm not commenting.
His wife.
I'm not commenting on that. You trying to die? Are you trying to die, Tom?
There was a New York Times article, and I happen to have it up on my screen right now.
Oh, you just happen to have it on your
his wife happened to be up on your screen?
It just happened to be up on my screen.
Yo, look.
I read the New York Times. Do you not read the New York Times?
Look. I don't think that we should talk about this. This is unsafe territory. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be commenting.
I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm done.
The Lupe and Royce show is a Say What Media production.
That was pretty good.
Yo, what up? This is Royce the 5'9". My whole life has been about drinking wine, but then I turned around and started breaking spines with my rhymes. And then I bought a whole lot of shine. It took about 20,000 dimes. Sometimes I like to recline in a chair that's made for Kongs. Kongs, that's a mispronunciation of kings. But that's how Royce the 5'9" rolls with my Detroit wings. Those are red. I shoot you in the head. And as you crawl away, I chop off your legs.
What's up? This is Lupe Fiasco. Do not get wrapped in my lasso. My last hole was an asshole.
And this is Tom Frank. I'd like to say my new single's coming out. Nudge, shove, glide.
Yo, this is trolling on the elite level.
Yo, nudge,
Woo!
what'd you say? Nudge, shove, glide is the name of your new single?
Nudge, shove, glide. Yeah. What do you think? It's about the surfing culture.
I would say send me one of those, but I don't want to troll on the elite level. I'm not worthy.
That's trolling on the elite level right there.
I'm not worthy. I want to know how you feel about this shirt, my brother.
Back up a little bit. Oh, wow. That's dirty.
Nudge, shove, glide.
That's dirty right there. I'm not mad at it, but that's dirty. That is trolly troll.
Well, no, wait a minute. You told me do not.
Tell him how the shirt came about.
Yeah, because you specifically said I would send people to your house if you tried to make a kick push shirt. So I respected that.
Don't worry about it.
And I went with my own version.
All right, I see what you did there.
Nudge, shove, glide.
Right, for surfers. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, for surfers.
All right, don't worry about it.
Yeah, because I'm a surfer, you know.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I said nudge, shove, glide. Dude. Nudge, shove, glide. Dude.
All right. So, yeah, I feel a little upset. Goes out to all my homies
that's the start.
out there surfing. You know what I'm saying?
Nudge, shove,
falling off their board.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got your shirt coming though. I do have it right here in front of me.
Let me see it again.
Oh wow!
I gotta stop making these because people are now starting to contact me because you're sold out of yours and they're asking me to get them one.
Tom, as long as you send me the money, just send me the money. You feel me? And as a matter of fact, I'm the same deal. You got the same deal, 80-20. You can keep 20, hit me with 80. As long as I get my money, that's fine, cuz.
Ooh, I kind of like that. So, Royce, you got to pay up for that shirt so I can get my 20% and he can get his 80%.
Damn.
That's not what he said, Tom. He said you got it.
Oh, I got to pay up.
Yeah, good week?
I've been super busy. But what else is new? You know, I'm mad important.
Are you busy doing the preparations for the Grammys coming up?
Hell yeah, man. I'm mad important. I'm like, my preparation for the Grammys be mad stressful, man. You know how hard it is to sit around and wonder if you got to come up with a speech? Shit.
Oh, wow.
And in between.
Speech prep, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Potential speech prep?
Yeah, because I don't know if I should thank God first, because he kind of got something to do with it. Or should I thank my mom? You know, my girl, she up in there. You know what I mean? Got a couple friends, Lou. You know what I mean? You inspired me by by spitting your raps exactly how I taught you to spit them. So that inspires me. So that's got to go a long way. You know what I mean?
You got to.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure it out.
You got to thank Eminem first.
Yeah.
Then Trick. Who else? You got to thank the city of Detroit. Wow, that's gonna be beautiful, man.
I got to thank Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yep.
Just cause.
You got to thank what's the name of that movie? You got to thank Mark Wahlberg and Andre 3000. For what's the name of that movie?
And Tyrese.
Yeah, and Tyrese.
Oh, that's a good movie.
The Brothers. Yo, Brothers, yeah.
I got to thank Rick James. Got to thank Rick James.
You got to make sure you do the RIP to Proof. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that's in there first and foremost. RIP to Proof.
How much time they gonna give me?
On the Zoom?
As much time as you want.
Just take it.
First thing I'm gonna do is thank ODB, and then I'm gonna take all the time I want to take. But I'm just wondering how much they offer.
You should just start your speech even before your category come up. You should just be. They should catch you in the midst, like you somewhere in your speech. That way it could be like, and then when they come off of you and go to another category, you still continue in doing your speech, and then
it'd be like Royce the 5'9". Cause I'm telling you, man, this has been it's been a crazy year, man.
Then you go straight from the Grammys to the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest acceptance speech ever given.
I like that.
I like to thank Hennessy and Smith & Wesson for giving me mad courage. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be shit.
Man, if Royce get a Grammy, he's gonna be so hard to deal with. Wow.
No, I'm not, bro.
Yes,
no,
you is.
Not.
Yes, you are.
I'm literally not gonna be hard to deal with.
Ooh, man, you're going to be.
I'm gonna be all right with it though. If you win a Grammy, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna be so excited for you.
Thank you, Tom.
I can't wait.
Yeah. See, what's happening is Lupe. Remember how he was when he won his, so he's projecting that devil onto me. Don't put that devil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I was in a bed, sick with pneumonia when I won my Grammy. My mom had to accept mine. I told you that story. Yeah, mm-hmm. I didn't. When I
but then after that, after you got over the pneumonia, I remember how you was. I remember I got at you. I got at you. I got at you. Tried to do a song with you.
It took me so long to recover from pneummonia. It was crazy. It took
Keno hit him up, Tom. I think Keno got him directly. He was like, yo, Royce want to work with you. He was like, you talking about Royce the 5'9" Eminem boy? And he was like, yeah, that's him. He was like, he got any Grammys? Keno was like, nah, he ain't got no Grammys. He was like, all right, tell him to get a Grammy.
Yeah, I remember Eminem. The reason I turned you down is because Eminem turned me down for the Superstar remix. That kind of hurt my feelings. I was like, oh, you think you
Did you really reach out for it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you really reach out? Did you really reach out for that?
Yeah. It was
what year was that?
The remix Superstar was what, 2007, 8? But it landed with shout to Jeezy and T.I. So it would have been Jeezy, T.I. and Eminem.
I wonder why you didn't do it. I'm asking.
Because I'm black.
Damn.
Call him up right now, Royce, and I want to know the answer to this. Why did he turn him down?
He just said it because he was black.
Because I was black, man. You highly doubt that? Is that what you're saying? Ask more. Ask again.
But you're white, Tom. You're white. You're white, and he hasn't done a song with you.
It's true.
See, so
true
yeah,
that. There you go.
He could do nudge, shove, glide with me.
Listen, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up when I catch you in that show.
Did you just see that? Did you just see that maneuver that Tom just did?
I seen he did. It's cool. It's fine. Actually, I don't think I forgot. He just didn't do it. We got the I keep all my like decline stories. So I got like when I get declined for the Academy Awards. We had a song in a movie that got nominated for an Academy Award. And you go through a whole process. So the people who did the process on your behalf for this album, Royce, Like there's a process that you go through to like you got to get sheet music and like all this other stuff. And they was like, hell no. But they sent like a letter. And so I was like, yo, this letter is like a win for me. Like I got this how close I got. I got real close. So I keep that Eminem story because, you know, but I know you can't, you don't worry about that because you got full access. You can get whatever you want from Eminem. So
I don't have full access to anyone.
No, you can't feel this pain.
I got full access to Artesia. I got full access to her. That's the only person I got full access to. Shit.
Yo, Royce. I seen a picture. One of the many pictures, because you keep a Hall of Fame of people taking pictures in front of that Heaven Studio sign, and I saw somebody who claimed at one point to be an ex-rapper by the name of Joe Budden up there with you, and it made me bells start going off in my mind. There might have been some recording of raps by somebody named Joe Budden and Royce 5'9". Is this true? The world wants to know.
Did he look like he had just finished rapping in that picture to you?
Was you supposed to look all disheveled and out of words?
Man, Joe came in here with a silk velour Balmain sweatsuit pajama set with a fur on over it. Okay, he meant business, but he didn't mean rap business.
No rapping took place. That's the comment that I.
He came over here looking. He came over here dressed like Hugh Hefner.
Suaveness on Max. Shout out to Joe Budden, man, and the Joe Budden Network. But also,
you know what I'm not buying though. I'm not buying that when he does finally jump back in the booth that he gonna be so rusty because it's been a minute.
Oh, you think he gonna come back full on whack? And they're gonna blame it on the time he spent away from the mic.
It's like riding a bike, bro. You ever took some time off and then got back in the booth and was actually sharper?
Actually, I am a proponent of stepping away from the mic for a while to let yourself reset and regroup and then come back to the mic with a certain newness, a virginness, a refound virginity. And it actually, yeah, you need to do that sometimes. You burn out.
I'm doing it right now.
How long has it been since you did a verse?
Well, I've done verses, but I have absolutely no desire.
Wait, so you haven't been doing it? What are you talking about?
So you haven't been.
No, Lou, you know how I used to work in terms of creating.
Right.
I have not even thought about doing an album. Haven't even considered it. You've done like 3 projects since I even thought about doing an album.
Oh, wow.
I'm wondering where are you? Where is this like? Where is it coming from? Where's the inspiration coming from?
I'm trying to be like you, man. I want to get back in them Grammys, man. I want some noms. But you gotta have albums if you want them nominations.
Not necessarily. I'm about to start up some new shit.
Fugazi Grammys, Fugrammys.
Fugrammys. Be the first one to get nominated for his jewelry.
Oh wow, taking it back. I'm not mad at that. Sound like the Source Awards.
Best jewelry kit.
Sound like the BET Hip Hop Awards for real. Like best chain.
Nah, it gotta be the Grammys.
Yo, where are we on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Speaking of awards.
Wait a minute, this person wasn't even on the thing. Fela
Kuti? You gonna say Fela?
How did she?
How do you not know?
He don't know. Did you see what Tom did?
Fela Kuti is.
Tom was like, "How did she get on here? Fela? How did she get on here?" Like Tom, that just exposed.
I don't even remember seeing her on the ballot.
I haven't had a pair of Felas in years.
Haven't seen.
He wasn't even on the. He wasn't even on the ballot, and he has 2 million votes.
Tom, do you know who Fela Kuti is? You don't know who
still wears Felas anyway. I haven't had a pair of Felas in years.
Tom, you don't know who Fela Kuti is, do you?
I do not.
Oh my God!
I'm not going to pretend like I do.
What?
I'm just going to say it.
What you
Give
do
me
your
something.
you do your Fela Kuti homework tonight, man. That's your
I will.
homework tonight after the show. Is you listen to you some Fela.
It wasn't 2 million, but wait, this can't be right.
Is
How
it?
did she
It's
get
only-
on here?
It's only 213,000 votes for him. And then Tina Turner's in second with 206,000 votes, followed by the Foo Fighters, Iron Maiden, and the Go-Go's.
Wow. So Jay-Z is
Carole
done.
King is not.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is dead last.
Wow. Well, how many votes Jay got?
LL Cool J's second to last. That doesn't make any sense.
How many votes is Jay?
How much did everybody make out of the last deal that they struck on there?
You got to switch the money, man.
There's
Just-
been a
just
total
let
of
the votes stand.
1.7 million votes.
How much did the
And
Foo
right
Fighters
now-
get for their acquisition of
Food
champagne?
juice.
They only take the top five. The top five. And I mean, Carole King's not in the top five.
Yo, what's
Dionne
Jay
Warwick's
number?
not in the
What's Jay's number? What's Jay-Z's number?
57,000.
Wow.
500 million.
Yo,
57,000 out of 1.7 million.
I could.
And LL Cool J is only at 57,600.
Wow.
That's not right.
Yo, I
LL Cool
believe.
J is at 57 Hollis Ave, Queens.
Yo, I believe. Yeah, I could see Fela for sure. But you don't know who Fela Kuti is, which is wild.
But number one
Yeah,
out of all of those
Yeah.
bands,
Yeah.
and
yeah. Actually, yeah.
they're
Fela is the
Jay-Z
only.
got the most
documentary.
Jay-Z
Fela
got all the bands.
Fela is the only person on that list who basically is like started his own genre of music. Is responsible or looked at as being responsible for starting a genre, not just participating.
Well,
in
I
it.
mean, the name's Nigerian,
Yeah, for sure, he's definitely Nigerian.
so it's definitely Nigerian. So it's got to be some kind of Nigerian music of some sort.
Bruh, just listen to. I can't believe. Well, I can believe it because Fela is somewhat niche. He is somewhat niche. He is somewhat
I would
niche.
say
That's true.
extremely niche.
Nah, he's not extremely niche, but he's definitely like
Political
niche.
activist.
Yes, started his own like city, his own like nation. Fela's the man.
See, I'm figuring this out
the
as we
man.
go.
For you to spend
All right.
so much time in Nigerian prison and haven't come across Fela Kuti, I am
I
astounded.
know. I should
Jay-Z,
know that.
Jay-Z a lyrical activist.
I want your take on this. Speaking of documentaries, right? Have either one of you seen this Hotel Cecilia? Do you know about this? This might be our next assignment.
What?
It's an LA hotel.
Yeah. Okay.
Cecil. I said it wrong. Hotel Cecil.
Yeah.
It's in LA. Have you not heard about this?
Cecil.
Bruh, just say it, Tom. I ain't got time for this.
I want to know what you know about this.
Is
It's
this a
apparently
Jeopardy?
We want to know what you know about Fela Kuti.
It's apparently a hotel where numerous vanishings have occurred in
What you mean
LA.
vanishings.
Vanishings, like people go in and don't come out.
So why people keep going in?
Like serial killers have stayed there. Like there's this craziness, and it's in LA. This is
Are serial killers agreeing that they all gonna stay there?
I don't know. I gotta watch it. It's downtown LA.
Is that the fucking serial killer spot?
It's in Skid Row.
Yeah.
Hotel
It's
Cecil.
it's a lot of those like transient hotels in Skid Row. A lot of those just kind of like old that were meant to be like, they call them flop houses, I think. Where people would just come and pay for like basically like an apartment for you pay cheap and you stay there for mad long. But yeah, I mean, there's a similar story to that in Chicago. But it was like a long time ago, like last century, something like that. And it was like a place that this dude built where people would come in and then they would just vanish because he was like chopping them up and getting rid of the bodies and stuff like that. He was a crazy like serial killer.
Well, there's something going on downtown LA, and I'm going to watch the documentary. But it was described as serial killers like to let their hair down at this place.
That's cap.
How long was this thing running?
I wouldn't. It just came out on Netflix, and it's I think the big disappearance of this woman They happened in 2013. It's not that old.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like
the
the
hotel's
hotels,
old.
but it's like things.
The
are
hotel
happening.
is old.
You ever heard of Bates
Yeah.
Motel? Bates Motel?
It's kind of
You
like
ever heard
that.
of that? No, not. It's
I
original.
challenge you to both watch this. It's a documentary. Royce, it's only like an hour and a half.
You know, Royce is not.
Kill her, Norman! Norman, kill her!
I don't even
She's
know.
a bitch,
It
Norman!
actually, it might be a 4-part series, so it might be a little longer than
Listen, Royce is not watching this. I could see it in the glare of his eyes. He's not watching this.
He's not watching it.
No, he's already tuned.
Kill her!
He's already
Norman!
decided
Kill her,
not
Norman!
to watch it. I'll give it a go.
I'm going to watch it, and I will report back.
I'll watch
and if
it.
any of our listeners are out there watching this, all right.
Let's get it in. Hotel
And
Cecilia.
Tell your mom
I
to
ain't,
watch it.
gonna, I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. I'm not interested in missing hookers, bro.
See, look at that. He got it first.
No,
First,
it's
Royce
not.
takes them down to hookers, just off top. That's happening.
didn't-
Like hookers.
Ooh, you said down.
Cancel.
Not me.
Cancel culture. Canceling. I'm canceling.
I was
Royce
going
right
up to hookers.
Wait,
I was going up to hookers.
That is. Shout to prostitution, man. Shout to all the ladies of the night and the
Shout to prostitution.
and the men of the night.
It's a tough profession.
It's a hard profession, but I sympathize with it. I grew up with prostitutes right outside our apartment.
That shit ain't hard.
Man, it's hard. It's a hard life, man. It's a hard life.
Why don't we talk about something I want to watch?
Royce, what do you want to
What do you want to watch, Royce?
Yeah,
Oh, now I got to give you a show. You just put me on the
Yeah,
spot.
I will.
I knew this was going to
I don't know. I got to think of a show to give you.
I knew this was Royce.
I got
does
one.
not know what's going on. Royce is stuck in 1998.
I don't know
Okay.
nothing about 1998. That's
Hey,
cat.
wait a minute. I got one for you from 1998, and it's coming out this week. Do you know what's
What?
coming out this week?
What?
Coming to America 2.
Yeah, I don't care about that movie at all. I know Royce does. I just don't, man.
Royce
but
does.
and this
I know
is
Royce does.
I've seen Coming to America probably 80 times. Know the movie by heart. Like knew it by heart. Right? Super classic. When I seen when I seen the new one, like the previews for the new one, the first thing I heard about Coming to America was about how upset Africans were. Like Africans were pissed. Right?
What they upset about?
Because of the jokes. So the jokes in the trailer are ridiculously insulting. Even I was like, God damn, that's insulting, you know. But yeah, that was the first thing I heard about it. There was a whole like clubhouse room about how Africans were just pissed about this movie, and then I saw it, and I was
About
like,
the first one or about the second one?
the second one,
Or
the
both?
second one.
Oh,
Well, with the first
okay,
one,
okay.
with the first one, Africa didn't have no internet. Now Lupe got jokes about Africa. Now the Africans gonna be upset with me. Like, so what?
It was disrespectful too. I'm just saying. I didn't say it.
Nor
I
did
tell you what. You know what about Coming to America 2 that I'm
Yeah.
really, really interested in watching it, and I'm gonna watch it, but it's not just because I'm interested in the movie, but I'm gonna watch because I want to see Rick Ross's house.
Ooh, it was filmed at Rick Ross's house, wasn't it? The Zamunda Kingdom is his crib. Yeah, which used to be Evander Holyfield's house. That's some boxing trivia for you right there. If it's the same house. Yo, but you know what I did notice about the film? Everybody looks exactly how they looked when in the first film, and it makes me think that they used a lot of CG. Cuz they got that anti-aging like CG. Cuz everybody in the film looks
I get accused
exactly
of
how
having
they
that
look
on
in
my
the
iPhone.
And just so the
They
Africans
accused me of having that on FaceTime.
just so the Africans don't get upset with me saying that the Africa didn't have internet when Coming to America came out. Well, guess what, Africa? Nobody had the internet when Coming to America came out because it wasn't even invented yet. Well, it was probably invented, but we didn't have access to it, so nobody had the internet. But to my own
Are
point,
they mad?
Tom,
Are they mad at Michael Blackson?
he's African though.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
I
super.
thought I saw him at a Waffle House and he was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?"
You bumped into him at a Waffle House.
I'm just not. I mean, I don't know if it's the timing. I don't know if it's the way it was set up or way it was rolled out. And, a lot of this stuff is done in advance for sure. But it's just kind of like, am I interested in seeing? I'm more interested in just watching Coming to America again than I'm interested in seeing Coming to America 2. I just put it like that.
A lot of 2s are not very good.
It could make or break a franchise.
But it's also like the first one. There's a certain level of you have no idea what to expect. With number 2s, you kind of already know the basic gist of it.
You kind of already know the basic gist of Hotel Cecil. Welcome to Hotel Cecil. Somebody's gonna die. Would you like your room key?
But look, how old is Coming to America? Coming to America came out like 40 years ago.
No, not 40. Not 40.
I thought it was the 90s. Was it before that?
Hell yeah, it was like in the 80s, bro.
No, it wasn't 80s.
You might be right.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't the 80s.
Coming to America definitely came out in the 80s.
No, it did not, Hakeem.
Look,
I'm looking it up.
I was
All
a
right,
child.
everything that keeps coming up is the.
I was a baby.
You were
when
a
it
child
came
when it came out?
out. Yeah.
I am King Joffrey Joffer, and it came out in the 90s. If I am right, then Lupe has to give me his princely robes.
I'm going to say 89, 88.
You're going 89.
Easy. 90 is like New Jack City, cuz.
Well, you were close. 1988.
Told you. Old
1988.
movie. So how long is that? It's not 40 years, but it's
I ain't talking about the year of the Coke Rush. I'm talking about the year that Coming to America came out.
1988.
And also
1988, yeah.
Yeah.
shout out to Wesley
Released on
Snipes.
June 29th, 1998.
1988, cuz.
Shout out to Wesley Snipes, man. I didn't mean to call you Nino.
It debuted as #1 when it came out and made $21 million.
It's an
in the first
amazing
5
film.
days.
It's an amazing film.
I mean, that was at the height of Eddie
Murphy's fame, the height of like.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
What?
And
Coming to
you had
America?
Arsenio Hall.
And
Wasn't at the
Arsenio
height.
Hall.
And Arsenio Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
How come I ain't never debuted at #1 and made 21 million? Am I in the wrong business?
You might be. We need to make a movie. The Lupe and Royce movie.
Are you from France?
It would be a classic film too. It would be like Blues Brothers or like what's
We
that
would be
other
able to
film?
agree on it.
A Jerky.
Oh, wait a
Boys or
minute.
something
Here's
like
the
that.
premise of the movie.
Part
We
two.
get a van, and it's coming and picking everybody up in the van.
I ain't getting picked up.
Listen, Royce, if you win your Grammy and you come into just like an obscene amount of money from new sponsorships and interest, right? Just make me a chain, right? With your newfound wealth. But I just want it to be like an iced out door.
Iced out.
Yeah, iced out door.
For your chain.
Yeah.
Okay? You want it on your chain?
Yeah, that's the piece. So I want the chain, and then the piece would be the medallion would be a iced out door.
Oh, you mean like a little one to fit? I thought you meant like a real door.
You wanted a
not
real
like a
door
whole door.
to show up.
Not like a whole door. Why are you acting like you don't handle whole doors, bro? If you're gonna fucking handle whole doors, you might as well throw some diamonds on it. What's the difference?
Yo, what is it? What is it coming out on? Is it going direct to like HBO Max?
I think it is on. You're making me look it up again.
Everything.
Oh, it's coming on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Going directly to Amazon Prime on March 5th, Friday.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Sit back, get some popcorn.
I don't know how I feel about
Coming
this.
to America.
I almost wish that it was a series. I almost feel like it should have just been like a 10-part like a Coming to America the series. Maybe. Anyway, shout to the legend Eddie Murphy, and shout to Arsenio Hall and the whole crew. The Return, Coming to America Part 2. Check it out. It'll be on Amazon Prime.
Have either one of you ever met Arsenio Hall? Were you ever on the Arsenio Hall show?
Man, I was way too young.
That was too.
Yeah, it was way too. I remember the show though. It's a really good show.
You were on a late night show a couple years ago.
You remember Keenan Ivory Wayans? On the Living Color doing Arsenio with the long finger? Did you watch In Living Color, Tom?
I did.
Great show.
Yeah, that was.
I mean,
funny.
that was the original.
Great show.
That was good. Yeah.
Great show. That's back
All
when
right.
everybody wasn't so sensitive. Now you can't even crack a couple jokes.
Couldn't get away with some of that now.
And then we talk about cancel culture.
Lou, you were on a late night show about 2 years ago. I want to get back to that. What show were you on?
I was on a late night show 2 years ago. Tavis
I
Smiley?
can remember it because I text you when you were on the show because you were wearing something very bizarre. I don't remember what it was,
performing?
but I remember texting you.
Why
Performing?
you text them?
Yeah. Because I was like, what's going on with this outfit? I think that's what I said.
Shut up, Tom.
Did you think he was gonna
finna come
answer
in
you?
And just start.
I think he did answer me.
How's he gonna
While he
see
was
me? It wasn't
performing?
live. He's ridiculous. Exactly. So all of this, what Tom is talking about, is ridiculous.
Because I've
No,
had
no,
this
no, no,
happen.
no, no, no.
I've had this happen to me before.
What have you had happen to you?
I've been on fucking live TV and somebody texts me. Yo, I'm looking at you right now on TV.
You had your phone with you? What are you doing?
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's the bigger issue.
Yeah.
You keep your
in the
phone
dressing
with you
room.
when you go out to something
Is it in
live.
your pocket?
You could forget that you got your phone on you.
Nah,
You don't
phones are
perform
huge.
with your phone on you.
What? You perform with your phone on you?
Yeah.
Why do you do
insane.
this?
In case I need to call one of my hoes. You never know when that's going. You never know when that might be a thing. No, I don't know. I mean, I could remember a time where I may have made it a thing to hand somebody my phone, but for the most part, it just depends.
Tom, what you not finna do though is you're not finna set me up with some like, yeah, I saw you on a late night show. You was wearing like some absurd, stupid little outfit. You think I'm gonna respond positively to that? Like that reminiscence with some sarcasm and some shaming thrown on top of it? Your wardrobe.
What kind of
master that
Japanese
you
denim
want?
was he wearing?
True.
Yeah, it was something. I think Japanese.
What kind of Japanese threading and
I'm gonna just gloss
And
over
linen.
this one like it never happened. How about that one, Tom?
Now I don't remember what it was, but I remember you being on something, and I it was unexpected. I was flipping through the channels, and there you were.
You know what I did do? I watched recently. I got into some YouTube rabbit hole about old episodes of David Letterman from like the 80s. And I guess people had like strung together all of his bits that he would do during the show. So it was like this bit where he kept firing this dude, another bit where he had this clown, and it was just like they just put together all of the times that he did those bits. And I just sat in like this time travel loop watching like David Letterman bit montages from the 80s. It's pretty cool. I've done David Letterman mad
was
times.
good too.
Yeah. So I actually had the opportunity to be on that show before he left. It's pretty dope.
And now he has a beard down to here. He looks completely different now. I don't know if he shaved since, but
I did
last
BET
time.
Uncut.
BET Uncut.
Can't do BET.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like money in a Ziploc bag, You ever heard of Joker and the Bell Bondsman?
Wow.
About that time.
Man, I'm finna what? I'm finna do that right now.
Why did they get rid of that show? What's wrong with them?
I mean, it was probably like all kinds of TVs getting coated in sperm and young jizz.
What about
look
it?
like,
Baby, let's get freaky tonight. Remember them niggas?
How
Fat
about,
niggas that was singing?
Ooh, no, was they? I don't think they was on BET Uncut. I think their video wasn't dirty enough. But I was.
you
I
talking
think
about?
hit the flow, hit the flow, hit the flow, hit the flow. They weren't on BET Uncut though. Dirty is what they would call it.
Dirty.
But I remember Pinky Ring Records. It was something about some
Pinky
panties.
Ring Records?
It was something about some panties. Pinky Ring Records. BET Uncut.
Of course, we remember Tip Drill, right, Tom?
Man, Tip Drill was the king.
Mm-hmm.
You watched that video and you were never the same again, were you? You looked at life totally different.
Different way of life.
Yo.
And it was at that moment
Now
Thomas was never the same again.
we gave out a voicemail line last week.
Oh, did we
You
get
guys
some?
remember this?
Did we draw some people into the shenanigans?
We drove a lot. Of
Oh,
people.
yes.
So
Hold on.
let me remind folks.
Hold on. Before we get into this piece, Wax a Million, Royce. Look up Wax a Million. Wax a Million, and it's called No Panties. And No Panties on the Dance Floor.
This was BET.
Pinky Ring Records. I think this was Pinky. Yeah, Pinky Ring Records. Diamond Ring Records. Hold on. Yo, this is the best shit ever. Look at that.
They refer to this nigga as a very underground artist.
Diamond.
So therefore, it's
He's just not an
Diamond
underground.
Ring
He's very
Records.
underground.
damn.
Yo, go ahead, Tom. But I'm watching this, just so you know.
Oh, he from Detroit. Now I gotta go find. Now I gotta go find him. Never mind.
That's quite the show or song.
Now that's Wax a Million, Pinky Ring Records. That's what I'm saying. BET Uncut was a bastion of shenanigan. And if you weren't beaten off while you was watching BET Uncut, I don't know what's wrong with you. That was the only time you had to like beat your little meat when you was in high school watching BET
That song
Uncut.
was made for the after hours. That was made for the after hours.
I ain't got no panties on.
BET.
Ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Shout out to Wax a Million and Diamond Ring Records. I always thought it was Pinky Ring Records, but I'll take Diamond Ring Records.
Who do you call to come lay those vocals?
What you mean? Who do you?
Definitely somebody at 4 in the morning.
Who you turning away is the question. I don't think you're gonna have you have a surplus
you get to
of
do?
folks wanting to cut that hook.
Really?
What? Oh, Royce, I see you a clean one.
You live a life, man. You live a life. I think after I get my granny,
clean life.
I mean not my granny. After I get my Grammy, I'm definitely gonna take some girls' panties off on the dance floor. I don't even dance. I'm gonna be dancing with my Grammy. Some panties.
I ain't got no grannies on. Ain't got my Grammy on. I ain't got my Grammy on the dance floor. You would have your Grammy on. Royce got his
I'm
Grammy
gonna figure out how to have it on.
Royce got his Grammy on the dance floor.
When I go get your chain made, with your door on it, I'm gonna get me a chain made and put my Grammy on it. Probably ice the horn.
The whole Grammy.
You're listening to the Lupe and Royce Show with Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", and Tom Frank.
The Lupe and Royce Show is a production of Say What Media.
Have you thought about hosting your own podcast but don't know where to start?
Working with Say What Media is like having your own personal producer, editor, audio engineer, and distributor, all in one place.
From equipment recommendations to engineering and distribution, Say What Media handles the boring details so you can focus on saying interesting stuff.
Get started at saywhat.media.
You're listening to the Lupe and Royce Show with Lupe Fiasco, Royce the 5'9", and Tom Frank.
All right, Tom, let's get to this. Let's get to these voice messages, man.
Oh, all right. So if you want to call into the voicemail, remember 707-276-6261. We had hundreds of people who called in.
Hold on, before you tell them that, Tom, I just want to say that for the last thing. When I get my Grammy, I'm gonna get a horn. I'm gonna get a horn implanted in the Grammy so I can honk the horn when I win it. All right, go ahead.
This is gonna be good. All right, we pulled a few of these to play that have some questions for you guys.
Man, I'm
gonna play them now.
Come on, Tom. How come they just can't express themselves? Why do I always got to turn to a goddamn interview, man? I've given enough.
You're gonna give a little bit more. These are your loyal fans.
I swear to God, I'm not answering these questions.
Hey, Tom, why we don't got no girls to be calling?
You don't know that yet? You don't know that yet? I first want to say this, though. I want to say thank you to all the people who called because you know what? It's nice to hear positive feedback. Positive feedback.
It's nice to hear
sometimes
some
you
women.
get on social media and you got people ripping you down and all this. These people, 100% of them, gave glowing positive feedback. And I need to tell you guys this. You've changed people's lives by coming together with a podcast. So congratulations.
Man, just play this. Just play it, man.
I'm going to play a few of these.
Play it.
All right, let me play the first one here.
Hey, what's up, Lupe and Royce? And that greeting is funny as hell. As always, you guys are great together. I was laughing my ass off. Hey, I wanted to I don't know when you guys record each one. But I wanted to touch on this before the end of Black History Month. I wanted to see if Lupe could talk about Girl Gods and Wave and a little bit about the process of how he made the album, what the album's about.
No, I can't.
It's
Nope. No, I told Tom. I told you, man.
But talking about stuff like history of slavery.
Tom, stop. Listen, stop this message. Let me let you know how to filter messages, right? We just need to let people know. Shout out to the homie who sent that message. I am not answering any of those questions. What I would suggest that folks do is when you call in and you leave a message, right? Just tell us first who you are, right? Where you're calling in from, right? What you think about the show, right? And then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real nice.
I got another one. This is another good one. Hold on.
But listen, I don't want to disrespect the homie. I love my fans. I love y'all. But my man,
just want to ask a question. It's a two-part question. I saw an interview where you, Lupe, said that you actually had an encounter with aliens.
I'm out. See, Tom, I'm done. I'm fucking stop. I'm done. I am done. I'm done.
I mean, I do have to ask.
I'm fucking
you about
done,
the
Tom. Here you go. You set me up for things that I don't want to fucking talk about. That I've already had conversations. Now I'm back to cussing too. I feel a certain ways about this voice message thing.
Then you can't.
We not answering questions, man.
If you were in my shoes and somebody called in and said that Lupe did an interview about aliens,
right?
I have to
then
ask.
Tell him to go listen to that interview. Then I'm not finna just rehab. We ain't got that much time, man. We ain't got time to just. I want to hear more about your. Listen, go listen to that interview. I want to hear your
philosophy on aliens.
Listen, I don't believe that aliens exist. Nowhere near the way that they're presented to the general public.
Yes, they do.
I think they exist.
Bruh, how you gonna see this? This is why I don't encounter. This is why I don't do this. Because as soon as you asked me about something that I spoke on, right, it becomes, well, I think they exist. Like it's a fucking competition. I don't believe in aliens.
It is a competition.
Right?
It's an alien competition.
I don't believe they exist in the capacity or in the way that they're presented to the general public. I think that's all horseshit.
Well, I do.
And then I think the other side of the equation, if aliens do exist, they exist in a capacity nowhere near similar to what we think it is. And everybody who comes out there, anyway, I'm done.
They exist how I think.
Royce? Royce?
They are. I seen the alien at Hotel Cecil. Thank you very much.
Listen, I'm feeling the ways about these voicemails, man.
No, I'm gonna go. Let me go one more here.
Nah. I think you just need to make like a segment where we just play at the end. We just play a voice message.
We are
for
doing
them,
that.
Right? Just throw that in at the end, off air. It's just added into the way that we process the show. We show some love to some fans. But listen, fans, if you want to get heard on the Lupe and Royce show, when you leave a message, make sure that the first thing you do is you tell us who you are. You know, you can make an alias or you can do whatever, but just tell us where you calling from, right? Where you checking in from, and then just give us like a little spiel, right? And try and keep it under like 30 seconds. You know, actually see if you can keep it under 20 seconds.
Try and get it out in under 5 minutes.
We are going to string up. We strung together a bunch of them, and they will be played at the end of the show. So thank you for calling.
And no more 2-part questions.
Yeah, no more one-part question.
Part of the question.
Yeah, you being mad presumptuous, assuming you can get a 2-part question.
So give me the secret sauce to your creative process. And then
I got a question for you. This is 1A. Then I got a question 1B.
It's multiple choice. It's like the SATs.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. We love you. I'm just a little jealous because you didn't ask me shit.
I had one coming up for you, Royce.
So play one for Royce. Somebody did ask. Play one for Royce. Play Royce one.
Am I allowed to play another one?
I'm adverse to questions. Royce gets one.
I don't want
it. If I got to face this, then Royce has to sit.
Yeah, you should have to face it too. All right.
I don't want your mercy questions.
This is your mercy question.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
No.
Yo, what's up, Wasalu and Ryan? And
I'm done.
Tom?
I'm done.
I just had a quick question for y'all. So
we didn't give them permission to do that.
Big artists such as yourselves, you have crazy fans, and you love to have fans because they're what make your career, worth having. So My question is, what's your craziest fan experience? I know Lupe has one in Tampa at the Ritz.
I got one.
Listen, I'm done with this, man. I'm done. See, see what you opened up, Tom. So you know what, Tom?
I got one.
What's up, Royce?
Let me answer that. My craziest fan experience was one time I was shooting my podcast and the motherfucker called in and called Lupe Wasululu and he called me Ryan. Without permission. Nigga, don't government naming us.
Okay, so look, Tom.
We on punishment.
Tom, you cannot come up with any more segments for like at least like a month. You're on segment.
But I want to have I want to shout out my brother who government named us. We love you. All right, but just call me Royce.
I don't love that, man. See, this is what happens when you have this kind of like casual relationship to the public, and they see you kind of like toned down and like chilling and not really up in arms. They feel like they can approach you in the same kind of casual way, and they get comfortable with saying like just really like, yeah. So what's up, homie? Like homie. Security, get him out of here.
I think they do. I think what's happening is they taking Tom's kindness for my weakness.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what's happening.
See,
that's what it is.
Tom, I told you
my kindness for your weakness.
For my weakness, because I told Lou. I said, "Yo, you cool with this dude?" Lou said, "Yeah, I'm cool with him." Because I wanted to do this shit with Whack 100. You know what I'm saying? But we using you. So now you fucking with my street cred, bro.
Yo.
So now they think they could just disrespect me.
Yo, we be getting in so many fights. But listen, Tom, I'm not even finna address Tom. Because Tom is on like segment creation timeout. We're gonna keep the voicemail. But ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, because we got enough gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
If you're out there.
When you call in, just leave your name. Let us know who you are, what you think about the show. And maybe just like an interesting thing, not a question, right? But just like an interesting thing, right? Or what more would you like us to hear us talk about on the show? Like that would be great, but no questions because we're not answering questions no more. We're done with that.
I do have some of those as well.
How come you didn't play those, Tom?
Lady.
I saved those for the end. You know, I have a lot of people who gave me some love and asked me some questions, but I put those at the end.
Were they men?
Lady. We do have a female. We have a Rihanna from Chicago.
Man, don't you dare say Rihanna.
She gave us some positive remarks.
Listen, ladies.
What'd she say about me?
She said specifically, let's see here. She's really proud of us and likes the banter and the interaction between you guys. And that you need to ease up on Tom a little bit.
Man, Tom, do you see what the positions you put us in?
All right.
As you sit there with a fake knockoff of a song and fake merch. Not only is it a knockoff of the song, it's a knockoff on counterfeit merch of merch that you did in revenge because you didn't get permission to make knockoff merch.
Tom gonna end up getting some mercy snatch.
Royce, you got a big event coming up in about a week.
You got a big event coming up. Mercy snatch.
No, you got a big event coming up.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Why you got to put me on the spot, the gang?
Well, you got a virtual concert coming up on.
Yeah, man, virtual concert. Right around the time for his Grammy. It's gonna be great, man.
Right around March 11th.
Why you telling my business, gang?
Royce is in full publicity mode.
I was saving this for Vlad. I guess I can tell y'all. Yeah, I got this show coming up on I think it's the 11th. Yeah, on March 11th. Don't worry about it, Vlad. I'll just give you a different one. All right, so it's gonna be March 11th, but it's gonna be the first interactive concert. Meaning, I can hear you. You can hear me. Everything is in real time. So I'm basically performing in front of a bunch of It's gonna be amazing.
How many people are you gonna be able to see at once?
I don't know. I gotta actually see the studio. I gotta go out to Cali to do it. But I gotta actually see it. I've never seen it. Yeah.
Yo, why don't you just go to Texas and then you could just do it the old fashioned way because Texas is gonna be open. full capacity, everything, 100% back, like COVID never happened.
When?
It isn't happening. March 10th.
Yeah, this particular company. This is like, I mean, I wanted to do it here, but it's some equipment that they use. I don't know how to explain it. I only
It's in L.A. and I talked to Keno and I believe he booked you at the Hotel Cecil. So we're gonna see live. We're gonna see live how this happens.
What kind of room service they got?
Oh, they got good room service.
What they got?
They got a lot of spirits. They got a lot of people in your room at all times.
Tomb
Spirits.
Oh, like is Hotel Cecil supposed to be haunted? Is that like the angle?
It has to be. I have not seen the documentary yet,
It
but
has
I have
to be.
think it's.
Ghosts don't
to
exist, man. What are you talking about? Ghosts don't exist.
What do you mean ghosts don't exist?
Tom, you
There's
should
no
get the
such thing as
penthouse
ghosts.
suite at the Hotel Cecil, and then watch the shit on Netflix at the Hotel Cecil.
Ooh, I might do that.
Did you say
You should,
Feeful
man.
Cootie?
Now,
Stay at Hotel Feeful
Yeah, 'cause he-
Cootie? Is that what he's saying? Just mix it all together.
wait a minute. You don't believe in ghosts at all? You're anti-ghost and you're anti-alien?
I'm not anti. To be anti, something has to exist to be against it. But when something doesn't exist,
You do not
anti
believe
is
in
is
ghosts?
a fallacy. No. No, I don't
Royce?
believe in ghosts.
I believe in phantoms, wraiths, balling.
Silver Seraphs.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm talking about. Popping bands. I ain't got time to be scared of no ghosts, my brother.
I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I'm not scared of ghosts, but I believe in ghosts.
I got to
Why?
get to this bread.
Why do you
I
believe
think
in
we're
ghosts?
totally surrounded by ghosts.
Why?
I think when we die, our spirits hang around for a little
Well,
bit.
I tell you what, if
You've
there is
never-
ghosts, I ain't surrounded by them. I'll guarantee you that. They ain't surrounding
Why not?
me. They might surround you.
You never
They don't want-
heard like a weird
they don't want no
thing
smoke
or
with me.
Something weird happened that you can't explain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I explained it. I was like, oh, that's what that was. Like air.
I can't
like
explain how why I keep getting this guap. Tom, you want us
Yo.
to be serious, man?
I'm serious though. Like I don't believe in ghosts. I don't think they exist. I think there's people that are super sensitive, right? That are highly sensitive, and it's not sensitive in the sense that they can sense shit that's not there, but they pick up on all of little nuances and like movements and shifts in light and like sounds and stuff like that. So I think it's a certain level of kind of like sensory sensitivity that some folks have, where you can hear everything, you hear every little thing, you're hyper tuned into certain things. But I don't think that's ghosts. Like house settling is a thing for real. You know what I'm saying? Like your house settling is a thing. Your air conditioning's kicking on and off is a thing. You know.
What about ghost riding the whip? Because I believe in that. You ever went out to the Bay, Tom?
You ever seen Ghost Riding the Whip? Tom? Have you ever seen it?
No, I have not.
Man,
No.
You never ghost rode the whip?
Google that, cuz.
No.
Well, you all are believing in ghosts. I suggest you let one of them ride your whip.
You should. You
They
should
need a
jump-
ride too.
What Ghost Riding the Whip is, Tom, is you drive in your car, right? You open up your door.
Yeah.
You go down to maybe 5 miles an hour, right? Then you jump out the car and start walking alongside it, and that's called Ghost Riding the Whip.
Could you imagine passing away and going on to the spirit world and trying to get an Uber? Let them ghost ride your whip, Tom.
Ghost Riding the Whip.
I'm
is a
still
thing.
believing in ghosts.
Why though?
I believe in ghosts.
Why?
I don't really have a why. I just do feel like what happens when you die? What's the afterlife?
Are you
What happens
afraid? Are you
to your
afraid of
soul?
them? Are you afraid of them?
No, I'm not afraid of them. I do think we have ghosts.
Do you think ghosts haunt things?
Yes.
Is that scary?
No.
You're lying.
What happens when we die?
Everything stops.
What happens to our soul?
Your brain shuts down,
Our
man.
body corrodes, but how about our soul?
What about your soul? What about it?
I don't think our soul is necessarily tied to our body.
Well, you think it hangs around the
What is
house
it tied
and just opens doors and closes doors, tries to go in the refrigerator and move stuff? Is that what you think it does?
I don't know what happens.
Okay, you know what I think ghosts is?
But
You
I think
ever had
something happens.
You ever had an out of body experience?
No.
I'm gonna tell you.
How do you know?
I'm gonna tell you what I think ghosts are.
Have you?
I don't know.
I think ghosts.
I mean, have you ever did PCP?
Have you ever done PCP?
Mushrooms? No.
Psilocybins. What they call them? Psilocybin.
I've done mushrooms. I've done mushrooms.
And have you had an out of body experience from that?
One time, I did some mushrooms, and I seen a cephalopod. It was in my room. We were dancing together.
Did it have panties on?
Inspiration for a song right there.
Cephalopod ain't got no panties on the dance floor.
I want you to go down the rabbit hole in YouTube on ghost sightings.
I've already done that, bro. Like, what people will say. Listen, none of that shit is real, man. Now, understand that, right? None of it is real. Now, just imagine the impact of that none of that is real. What does that mean for humanity, for ghosts not to be real?
You got a lot of crazy people then.
Go listen to some SP.
No, you got a lot of afraid people. You got a lot of people trying to explain things, right? And they to investigate it any further in a real way, it's not just engaging or exciting. You got a bunch of liars. You got a bunch of thieves, right? And you got folks who just want to make money and profit off of people's fears. And they keep hyping up these stories, but there's zero proof. You've never seen what do they call it? Deniable proof. Unequivocal, undeniable proof of a ghost. Never.
Tom, you seen it? You seen Daytona 500?
Yeah.
Seen the video?
No, I don't know if I've ever seen the video. No.
Watch the video. That's a ghost.
Ghosts?
Yep. You ever heard of Styles P? You ever heard of Styles P? Listen to the locks? SP.
Ghost.
The ghost.
Yonkers.
The ghost. Let me ask you this, Tom. If there was no YouTube, would you believe it? Would you still think there were ghosts?
Oh yeah, I believed in you way before YouTube.
Okay.
If you grew up if you grew up and you had a finished basement, would you still be scared of ghosts? This was it's inherently planted into your brain. It's that loud washing machine in that unfinished basement where the lights ain't working, and your mom always made you go get the shit out the dryer by yourself.
He said the unfinished basement. Yeah, if you know, a finished basement ain't scary at all. At all.
Finished basement is amazing. It's amazing. I didn't even know that was a thing.
An unfinished basement is a horrifying place.
Oh yeah, that'll have you scared of every fucking thing.
We had an unfinished basement.
That is true.
I lived in the basement. That shit was terrifying.
They had you sleeping down there?
I went down there because it was like, I think my aunt had moved in upstairs and took my room, and my dad redid the room to be like a little apartment for her, and then I had to kind of hit the basement. But it was cool. It was chill. And I used to sneak upstairs and watch BET Uncut on her TV because she had cable. But yeah, unfinished. You're right, Royce. The unfinished basement is the difference between believing in ghosts and not believing in ghosts.
Or the attic. The attic. The attic was always scary.
Yeah.
I've never been in an attic in my life. I would never go in there.
Never been. Oh, you pull down the steps.
I don't pull down shit.
You pull down the steps, you go up to the attic.
But
my grandmother's house, she had a scary attic.
Things just sitting in there. I remember it was this old, like, after school movie, right? And there was this kid who was like trapped in the attic because it was a rocking chair with an old woman sitting in it, right? And he was super terrified, and he was just stuck in there the whole time. And it might have been a sitcom where somebody got trapped in the attic, and they were super scared. And then it was just a wig on top of the rocking chair.
Here we go, biting off cycle again. Base Motel. Norman's mama already did that, Norman.
Listen, Tom, your life will change. And I tell people, this is for everybody out there, right? Like, believing in ghosts, like, hinders your progression in life.
Why is it hindering my progression?
Because it keeps you from experiencing things. It keeps you from going in the basement, right? It keeps you from going in the attic. It keeps you from going out into the woods.
Scared of the dark.
keeps you from just like doing. I think things like that are a hindrance to humanity, and it's a layover from a time before we had electricity and finished basement.
So you don't believe in Bigfoot or the Goat Man or any of those
absolutely.
crazy?
Absolutely.
I never worried about none of them coming into my home. You know.
Do you think
Ghosts
there's any kind of crazy, weird things that live amongst us?
Nope. I don't.
You don't think so?
No.
You're no aliens, no ghosts, no weird things that live amongst us.
No, man. Look at the people who say that there's ghosts and aliens. Like
Loch
you're
Ness
more
Monster.
look at them. I focus on them. Like look at the people who say there's ghosts and aliens. Like you, Tom. Look at you. Look at you. A thief, a counterfeiter, right? Stealing brands, right? Right there. It's right. It's right. And believing in ghosts.
And you live amongst us.
And I live amongst you.
You live amongst us.
Criminality.
So is there anything?
There's an urban legend. There's an urban legend that Lupe lives amongst us as well. We just don't know where amongst is that of he.
Wait. Okay. So look, Tom.
There's a rumor that he may have stayed in Babylon.
Tom, what do you believe in? So we got ghosts. What else? Give me the list.
I believe there are ghosts out there. I believe in the afterlife.
Okay.
Where do you
Aliens?
stand on that one?
What's the afterlife?
Just give me the list.
That there is another life that we live. Yeah, let me finish my list. I believe in aliens. Absolutely. There's got to be more life out there. Are you kidding me?
How
We
soon
can't be the only life.
How soon do you get to the afterlife?
Well, I got to haunt someplace for a little while, and then I go on up.
Oh, it's like a waiting room.
It's like a waiting room. It's like a green room.
It's a suite at the Hotel Cecil.
Upper room. The upper room.
So, okay, what's your list then, Lupe? What do you believe in?
I believe in God. I believe in a creative force in the universe, right? I don't necessarily think it's the God of the books, right? I think it's an attempt to describe that. So I believe in a creative force in the universe, and that's it. Everything beyond that, I don't believe in.
Royce, what's your list of things you believe in?
I believe in self-defense by any means necessary. No, I believe it. I believe there's a higher power governing the way that we engage. I believe in the universe. I believe that I believe in karma. I believe in cause and effect. I believe in that type of shit. But as far as like ghosts and shit, I'm not gonna say I don't believe in it. It's just not important. You know?
There we go. It's not important. I'm not mad at
because the way that they were presented to me, like I'm supposed to be afraid of them, and then it wasn't until I was like a teenager that I was like, wait a minute. So if somebody dies and they go into the afterlife and they all fucked up and they can't touch me, then why the fuck am I the one that's afraid? I still got muscles. And let's say it's somebody's granny. It's somebody's granny and all they can do is knock some shit off the table. Why am I so afraid of that? Because I didn't see anybody knock it off the table? You know, Hollywood has programmed us to be afraid of ghosts.
I believe that. I believe
they did a merger with Rolls Royce. So they could sell us a ghost when we become rappers.
I think it's prior to Hollywood. I think it's something that comes out of Christianity and other religions that believe in demonic possession. And I think that is used again. And I say thieves and liars, in the sense that you're well. I put it to two ways to parcel this, so I don't get too beat up. But you know, the Catholic Church still believes in exorcism. They still believe in demonic possession. There's still exorcists, right? In the Catholic Church, it's still a thing, and it comes as a cover for like mental health services, medication schizophrenia, things like that, right? Depression. And then it gets really wild into things like it becomes political, it becomes gendered, right? Like women have a problem, right? So she has a demon inside of her because she wants to go to school, right? Or something like that. And so there's this kind of narrative of that any problem or anything that any disagreeable behavior has to be a demon, right? And your kids are acting bad, so they're possessed by the devil. So they need to get a exorcism, and those exorcisms aren't free. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay.
I've been accused of this.
You got to pay, for that service, so to speak. So I think there's something to people have an incentive, a pure profit motive, like nothing spiritual, none of that, just a pure profit motive, that to reinforce this idea of demonic possession. And then if you got demonic possession, then what's possessing you? Demons, ghosts, things of that nature. And I think it just becomes a whole industry of people who profit off of that fear and a misunderstanding of mental health. And so that's why I say thieves and liars.
You think it's that organized?
Yep. It's organized religion.
You've never felt like somebody's watching you over your shoulder before, or you felt something?
I mean, I've seen my demons. I battled my demons, but I fucked my demons up. So our demons don't even exist anymore.
Now I got homies on the other side who are like, they see things walk past, things come and talk, like I've the whole gambit of things, right? But like I said, everybody's sensitive. The human imagination is super powerful, so that if you might,
I believe in the perfect verse. I believe in the perfect verse.
Is there a perfect verse?
Oh yeah.
Man. Some people got
What's
close.
the perfect verse?
It's plenty.
I don't know if it's
Give me
plenty.
one.
You think there's plenty?
Plenty. The perfect verse? That has to be perfect.
I disagree. I believe
There
people have
can't
gotten close.
There can't be many.
I believe people have gotten very close to it. Who you think, Royce? What's the nominee for a perfect verse?
I think Dr. Dre's verse on Nothing But a G Thing is the perfect verse.
Man, you and this
Nothing
Dr.
else could go
Dre
there.
promotion is getting real sponsory.
When else did I
when
else did I promote
sponsoring
him?
this thing? You talk about Dr. Dre all the time.
When else? When?
Perfect verse, perfect beat, perfect album. Dr. Dre's perfect. He's the most perfect I've ever perfect.
I mean, I didn't say those things. Those things are just what they are. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I divide up the love. I give Jay-Z the love. You know what I mean? I spread it out.
Yo,
all right, let me think of somebody besides Dr. Dre.
Shout to Dr. Dre, and I hope
see.
he's still making a full recovery from his medical condition, his aneurysm that he had. Shout out to Dr. Dre.
Now, Lupe, I looked up the perfect verse online just out of kicks, and I'm scrolling through them, and you're listed on number 85
for perfect verse.
Oh.
Now I haven't gotten through. I'm just scrolling down, so you are.
Well,
listed at number 85.
you better tell them to get their fucking shit together. 85.
Lupe Fiasco on "Dumb It Down," verse 3.
Well, let me hear 85 better verses. Who
I'm scrolling. Let me keep going.
That was a
because
mean
you might be in here
verse.
multiple times.
That was a mean verse. Ooh, Dumb It Down was a mean verse.
Would you put that as higher than 85 of all time?
It was good, but I mean it wasn't.
Don't put me 85 at nothing on nobody's list. 85.
Hey, Ray, whoa, Royce the 5'9" just popped up. Hold on.
Where?
You goddamn right I did. What number?
Number 72.
Look at that.
Hip-hop,
72.
verse 1. I'm just telling you what this website.
72.
72.
What is this verse? What is this for?
Hip hop, verse 1.
For what?
On Cleveland.com.
No, I'm saying, what is it? Perfect verse?
Yeah, for the perfect verse. I'm still going here.
I get that site shut down. I cease and desist that site. Get that shit shut down.
He will hotel Cecil and desist that whole site.
You're in the top 100. Hold on, you might have more in here. I'm still waiting for your I'm still waiting for your perfect verse.
You think I shoot for lyrical supremacy so I can be in somebody's top fucking 100? I ain't got time to be in no damn top 100. Hip hop only been around for 50 years. No 72 verses better than my shit.
Yo, Tom, you know
Renegade.
who has number one? I can't do this anymore.
I'm still
Tom.
going. It's loading. It's taking a long time to load. Here's Common
right.
at 47.
All right, I'm done. I'm done here. I'm finished.
You don't want to wait till I get to number one?
No, my goose is cooked.
Depends on how long it's going to take.
I'm in the 30s right now.
You going through like a BuzzFeed clickbait situation.
Yeah, what you want to dial up?
No, it's a scroll down. It's a scroll down, but it takes a while to load.
It takes a while to load.
Keep talking.
What you got? The beach ball spinning?
It's progressively loading. I'm looking at every one to see if you have multiple in here.
What you on?
All right, I'm in the top 20 now.
You got the beach ball spinning? What you on, LimeWire?
Andre 3000 made number 14. We got a Jay-Z in number 12.
Bro, what's number one?
I'm getting there.
No, you're not.
It's probably gonna be
I'm
Lil
almost
Wayne
there. I'm at 6.
With Lil Wayne with a milli.
All right, you taking a guess? I need a guess from both of you.
No, I'm definitely not rolling these dice. Keeping these dice in my pocket.
Ooh.
Ain't no dice. It better be either me.
All right, I'll give you number 2. Number 2, I think you didn't say. Snoop Dogg, Nothing But a G Thing, verse 1.
Wow.
I'll take it. What's
number 2?
Who's number
My
1?
brother Glasses Malone would really love that a lot. Actually, he'd probably faint.
State of Mind.
Nas?
Well, he wouldn't like that too much.
Nas. Yeah.
See, just when I thought Glasses was going to be happy, then you lower the boom on him.
That's number 1. What do you think of that?
I disagree. But I'm just one of the best rappers in the world. So what does that count? Nothing.
Lose Yourself was number 5.
Hey, bruh.
That's a good verse.
Hey, bruh. Hey, Tom.
Perfect verse, though.
Yeah.
You hear the way he just went at Nas? Now watch, ain't nothing gonna happen. Watch. See, if I try to do some shit like that,
man, ain't nothing gonna happen to you either.
Oh, now we're talking about canceling now.
Yo, what up? This is Lupe Fiasco, and I got some chocolate chip muffins, and I'm gonna eat them right now.
This is Royce the 5'9", and I want my nudge, shove, and glide shirt, but I want mine with no sleeves.
Yeah, I'm sending somebody to both of
you. You got it. And this is Tom Frank. You've made it through another Lupe and Royce show. And if you want your nudge, shove, glide shirt, 707-276-6261.
Yo, I'm finna get Tom ass whooped.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey, what's up? This is Raina from Chicago, Illinois. Just wanted to drop a message to give my appreciation to the show for both Lupe and for Royce. I discovered this podcast like super late, like I just discovered it last weekend and have gone into all of the episodes over the past week, and I'm really, really proud for the banter and the interaction between the two of you guys and Tom too. Y'all need to ease up on Tom a little bit, but I understand it. But anyway, again, just showing my appreciation. I hope you guys continue to work together. Won't even ask for an album. That seems like that might be asking too much of the both of y'all, but we can hold on to hope. Anyway, peace.
What's up, guys? It's Pear Tree 1000, a.k.a. the Zebra Striking Prince, and I'm just here to say that I am looking forward to Royce the 5'9" show on Duke. And what's up, Mr. Fiasco? I also hail from the wonderful, beautiful city of Chicago, and I'm just wanting to read a poem to you guys right now. Roses are red, violets are blue. Tom Frank is far from just a regular dude. He needs more time on the podcast. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, man, I just want to thank you guys a lot for putting on this show. It's a really great podcast, and at a time where, I think people need it most. In quarantine and with COVID and everything, it's kind of hard to look forward to, some things. It's just nice to have that weekly thing that you can look forward to, bring some enjoyment. It's something to, bring some positivity and some light into people's lives. So, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Lupe and Royce for being two of the dopest lyricists and artists right now. Shout out to Tom college boy, for always being that medium between the two guys and always giving that, different perspective into the show. So I, just appreciate what you guys do. And I'm loving every episode, and I'm hoping there's many more. All right, peace.
Lupe, Royce, and Tom Frank. This is Henry from Houston, man. Huge fan of the podcast. When I first saw this pop up on Twitter, I said to myself, man, maybe the two best rappers, MCs, lyricists of all time are on a podcast together. That's incredible. So I listen every week. I play it when I'm doing laundry. I play it, while I'm working from home. I play it listening to the car. Love the podcast.
That's our show for the week. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe or follow. Leave us a review and tell your friends to listen. The Lupe and Royce Show is a production of Say What Media. It's recorded and mixed by Claude Jennings. Our head writer is Lauren Sloat. I'm Tom Frank. And our theme music is by, who else? Lupe Fiasco and Royce the 5'9".